it was a dream I had in high school to become a professional rugby player one day.
Tucked away 450 kilometers south of Paris is Vannes, an old town that has a lot of history for France, being the epicenter of the French resistance to the Julius Caesar rule after the Roman conquest. Ted Omondi left Kenya in 2005 while at his prime, playing for Kenya Harlequins and also a co-member of the national sevens rugby team. His journey towards the professional stint started in Wales, where he went for studies on a sports scholarship that meant he got to play rugby as well for the University of Glamorgan.
We managed winning the D1 of British university schools in 2005 with the boys at the university. It was quite an awesome experience. It actually allowed me to acclimatize in the European rugby environment.
Wales was a grooming ground for Ted Omondi to the European style of play. France was beckoning and Racing Metro was the destination. Quick and radical adjustments were necessary.
And I really had to adjust very, very fast, especially physically, and also my game of 15s rugby, because I was basically a sevens player.
Ted Omondi moved to 3 more clubs in 6 seasons before landing at Vannes. It is a 2-year +1 contract, meaning the 3rd year is an option depending on the initial 2 years.
I liked their project that they had. The infrastructure that they have was quite decent, and they're a club that is going places.
So the initial years here in France had its own challenges. First and most crucial, the language barrier. Though he speaks French after 8 years in France, he is still learning a lot. The fruits of all the learning and going through the tough language barrier is that he is now assimilated into the French culture.
Fortunately, Racing Metro put us through intensive French classes, and I would also talk to friends here and there, the Kenyans who are here. Eli Ouma would really help me out. Dennis Wadiech as well, when he'd come to visit us in Paris. And we'd actually learn a lot by speaking, looking at the television, and going through board sessions during training sessions.
Ted Omondi is not alone in France. His wife Sheila and son Kaino are with him in Vannes, his fully professional contract allowing him some time with his family as he does not engage in any other profession other than playing for Vannes RFC.
My wife has been very, very supportive for the 3 years we've been together in France. She's been very supportive of my rugby career. She really helps me out. She really is my support system, my rock. And as well my son. I really appreciate what they do for me in my journey towards being a professional rugby career. I don't need to tell you, she really helps me out with my nutrition, to check my weight, what I eat, what I don't eat. She makes sure I get the proper nutrition.
Not many years remain in his playing career, and so he's looking into the future, the development of rugby in the upcoming players. He's already involved with the coaching of the development side at Vannes. Every week he meets the senior youth coach at his office to go through the program for the week before Teddy dashes off for training with his teammates.
I really would like to get into coaching, especially into rugby development. And I was actually impressed by the French system of rugby development, and I would really like if the Kenyan rugby community would benchmark the French system. And it actually made me go ahead and do the FFR rugby coaching certificates, done level 1, level 2.
It has been a long time out of the national teams, the last assignment being with the national sevens team. Is he done playing for Kenya?
For the Kenyan teams, I would really like to get involved, but we'll see what the future has in store in terms of being involved, because It's a bit different when you're under professional obligations with the club in terms of release for the tournaments.
The season is barely halfway, and with the changes at the national sevens technical bench, maybe they will invite him again before the season ends, this being an Olympic qualification season. Michael Kinyi for Newsmakers.